Hey guys, time for this week's Meet the Collection segment. This guy's probably going to be pretty nervous throughout because I really don't handle him yet. He's still a baby. Also, just note I'm going to shoot a few videos at a time, so don't think that I don't change my shirt or ever look different. It's just that I'm going to try to shoot 2 or 3 at a time, so it's a little bit easier during the week when I'm busy. Also, please don't forget to always check out the other videos on my channel. Give me any feedback, positive, negative, whatever you got. I always love to hear that. And don't forget to, hit like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff, and turn on that little bell thing. Otherwise, you don't get notifications. So for this video, the snake we're going to meet, which has already been on here a time or two, but he's my T-positive albino Ivory Blood Python. He just decided he's got places to go all of a sudden. Like I said, I really don't handle him much yet. I've been really leaving him alone. He's kind of a shy snake for the most part. He's actually on sphagnum moss, which he's generally in. You usually can't see him. He makes a little tunnel. You got to leave food at the end of the tunnel and he'll take it. He actually would never from day one take live prey. He's terrified of it and has been since the day he hatched. He will only take pre-killed prey. He'll take frozen thawed or pre-killed, doesn't matter. And you just show it to him and you leave it at the entrance to that little tunnel he has. And you come back 15 minutes later and it's gone. So that's just how he's fed since his first meal. And no reason to change it. It's perfect for him. Keeps him safe. He's never obviously taken a rodent bite and he's never going to. So that's always cool to know that he's completely safe. His hatch date was July 7th of 2019. So he will be a year old in 2020 this year. He's about half a year old now or a little over. As you guys know, I slow grow my stuff. I'm sorry about the cat. This is just my life. So this snake was produced by breeding a T-positive albino matrix to a T-positive albino matrix to make the T-positive albino ivory. Matrix crossed with matrix can make ivory. You also get more matrix, and then some snakes are normal in that clutch. It is an incomplete dominant trait, which we went over in the genetics video. And these guys, they'll change a little bit as they get older. I'm interested to see how this one's going to look. There's a video that I'm going to post next Saturday that'll be from Dylan's, another one of the collection videos with his adult female T-positive albino ivory, which is the same thing, but you get to see it as an adult. And they're from the same genetic line of snakes. They're from the same person, which was Nick at Cold Blooded Earth. So they should be somewhat similar, although my male and female from the same clutch are pretty variable, which most people might not notice if you just looked at them quick. But, being that I hatched them, I can see the subtle differences in them. Still haven't picked out a name, as you'll find many of my snakes are that way because I'm super picky and can't make up my mind. But I am looking forward to the snake getting bigger and working with him more. This was one of those snakes that took me years to finally produce. I just had no good luck with my T-positive matrix stuff. I spent a lot of money on that project to finally get these snakes just because I was stubborn and wanted to produce my own. I didn't want to buy them. But they are so pretty in person. I think even on here you'll be able to see that they're pretty amazing looking snakes. Those nice clean white sides with a little bit of pattern on the back, and that varies by the individual and by the quality of what's going into them. I like the fact that you can see too he's getting more and more curious as he's spending time out, and even though he's backing up and stopping and thinking and processing, you can see the little motor working in his head, the little brain there, as he's, trying to assess the situation. And he's realized now that, he's not being threatened. He's all right. So now he's a little bit more curious about what's around him because, like I said, I don't take him out very much. So this is very new to him. And I tell you guys this all the time, but that's my favorite thing about keeping these animals is learning their individual personalities and kind of what makes them tick, and playing around with that and figuring out, well, they like this, well, they like that, getting them into new situations and seeing which ones are comfortable with it, which ones aren't. The ones that aren't, can you find a way to slowly make them comfortable with it? Or is there just a brick wall there? Like Morticia and going outside, for years and years I've worked and she's just doesn't like going outside. She's one of my Sumatran shorttails. And she's the only snake I really have that really detests going outside with a passion and throws a whole fit. Most of them are pretty good with it. Let's show him off a little bit more so you guys can see him. That's that white that I just really like about these. Especially right there, you can see it. Oh, she's so annoying. I've been trying to give her away. Katie's the only person that said she'll actually take her, and if I do go out to Illinois, I probably will bring her out there. She drives me crazy. I do love her, but she just meows like that all the time, every day, for years and years, just because I'm not in the same room as her. Now, she could come in here, but she can't be bothered to do that. But yeah, so T-positive albino ivory blood python. If you guys watched the very first video that I did with Stevie, Stevie is just an ivory blood python. She's not albino. So you'll see a lot more dark pigment on her back, whereas this one you see is more like a cream brown color. She was more black there. That's where the albinism takes that melanin away, and now it's more of that creamy brown color that you see there. And it's really hard to see, but down in through here, they actually get some purple. And it's probably not gonna show up on video here. The female, you can see it a little bit better, but what looks like kind of like darker spots, it's really hard to do this from the opposite direction, right there and stuff, that's actually purple in person. It doesn't really always show up that way here. But once again, I gotta figure out a name for this little guy. It's gotta be perfect because this is a snake that I shot for so long and means so much to me. So it'll probably take me, he'll be like 5 years old before I figure out a name. So we'll see you guys. Any questions, comments on him? I'd love to hear it. The more the merrier. See you guys. Thanks.